friends, Ginny D here, and you may remember that a few months ago I made a video where I showed you all of my favorite dice, and I expressed in that video that I was unsure whether or not anyone would actually enjoy something like that. Well, that video has 50,000 views. Obviously, I am not the only dice goblin in the cave. Do goblins live in caves? And if that video wasn't proof enough of what a dice goblin I am, this one will be, because in just 4 months I've gained so many more dice because I have a problem. You know what? I could be spending this money on drugs, so just cut me some slack here. Anyway, without further ado, I would like to provide you with more dice porn. I want to start with 2 custom sets that were gifted to me, and they were designed based on my D&D character Aisling. This is the real reason to get internet famous, folks. This first set is by Fairy Fire Dice. They have this beautiful teal to clear gradient with glitter in it and little pieces of gold foil. And they're inked in this like soft petal pink. One of my favorite things about Aisling is that she has this like very soft and pretty aesthetic, but her personality is like very sharp and different from that. And I feel like these dice perfectly represent that. This was also, incidentally, my very first sharp-edged set. They're beautiful, but like they better not end up on the floor or my feet are toast. Speaking of Fairy Fire, I also ordered this single D20 in this really pretty spring green from one of their recent sales. I feel like it's easy to find greens if you're okay with like a really saturated or really dark green, or a more cool toned green, but I found this kind of yellowish toned light green a lot harder to find in dice. Another thing I really like about Fairy Fire is that their logo is just like really pretty and aesthetically pleasing. A lot of handmade dice creators put their logo on the 20 face, and sometimes it's cute, but sometimes I just don't like how their logo looks, so it makes me not want the dice. But this is just like so pretty. It's just like this simplified flame design. The other set is this beautiful cloudy green set from Evowyn's Workshop. They have this really pretty white opaque fluff in them. It's very magical. I also just want to say that I love the font that she uses. It's this kind of blocky modern font. It's very readable. It's very sleek. Evowyn's Workshop also sent me these 2 crystal D4s that she designed, one for Aisling and one for her familiar Nightshade. Let's be honest, D4s are the worst die. Like, they're hard to pick up, they aren't satisfying to roll, and to be honest, they don't even really look like part of a polyhedral dice set. They're like weirdly smaller than all the other dice. I feel like this design is the perfect solution to that. The next 2 sets are actually part of a currently running Kickstarter. It's called Wild Earth Dice. This is Luminescent Skies and this is Shimmering Abyss. Technically speaking, this video is not sponsored, but they did send me these for sponsored posts on other platforms. So like, yes, the dice are sponsored, but no, this is not a sponsored video. Just trying to give you full disclosure here. I love both of these sets. They're super crisp. They have really sharp edges. The coloring and the inclusions are like really consistent among all the dice. Luminescent Skies has this really cool thing going on where there's a really clear division between the sort of like dark galaxy-esque portions and then the crystal clear sort of icy sections. And then Shimmering Abyss is like this really pretty sort of oceanic teal, but it has these dark blue foil pieces suspended in it, which gives it like real depth. I'll put the link to the Kickstarter in the description in case you want to pledge. They have a ton of different designs and all of them are beautiful. Hashtag not sponsored, but hashtag kind of sponsored. So in my last video, I mentioned that I had bought a single D20 from Die Hard Dice's Mythica Scorched Rainbow set because I couldn't afford the whole set. So they very sweetly sent me a whole set. I just love how extra these dice are. Like, they're so wild that I feel like I need to create a new character for them because they don't suit any character I've ever played. But they suit me. I just can't get over the sound that metal dice make. It's just so satisfying. Die Hard Dice also sent me 2 sets from their new Avalor line. This set is called Hakuro, but it sounds like they might be renaming it. As you can see, this is very much in my color family. And then this set is called Moonstone. They look almost transparent, but when you get up closer, they have this incredibly fine iridescent purple-blue glitter suspended in it. These are uninked, and I've been wanting to try inking my own dice, and I'm thinking about doing these in like a really soft lavender. Between the blunted corners and the font, they have like a very sort of classic like 90s fantasy vibe to them that I really dig. My friend Laura sent me this Haxtech metal set, which is already really cool, and then I found out that they actually change color with temperature. Blue when cold, purple when warm. Last but not least, I have this really incredibly extra D10. This is from the Arcanist Armory on Etsy. They have this whole line called Pact Stones. They're designed to match all the different kinds of Warlock pacts, and they're supposed to be for Eldritch Blast, but I didn't take Eldritch Blast, so instead, I just used mine for Hellish Rebuke. It's designed to look like kind of a natural faceted crystal, and this is the Archfey one, so it has like this light green in the center, and then these tiny little pink flower sequins. It even has a little band of gold in the middle. It's so extra. I've never seen a die with this much adornment. There they are, all of my latest fancy dice. I hope you enjoyed this latest edition of Dice Porn with Jenny D. The comments on the previous dice video are very funny to me because I talk about having too many dice in the video, and the comments fall into two distinctly different camps. One camp is people who just like do not understand why anyone would need more than one set of dice, like period. And then the other camp is people who are like, oh, you think that's a lot of dice? Oh my god, my sweet summer child. Oh, you have no idea. So you know what? I'm not even gonna try to pass judgment on how many sets of dice I have. I'm just gonna say, I like dice. They make me feel happy. I don't care how many dice anybody else has. You're welcome to have as many dice as you want, and I'm gonna have as many dice as I want, which is this many or more. Thanks for watching. I know this was a little bit of a fluff video, but that's because next week's video is a big deal. It is a brand new music video. It features me swimming in my mermaid tail. I'm so excited about it. I also want to note that patrons who pledge $15 or more per month already have access to my new mermaid music video. They can watch it as many times as they want right now as we speak. So if you too cannot wait on the mermaid goodness, or you just want to support my work, pledge tiers start at just $1, and we would love to have you join us.